What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Competitive Decks. Now, it has been a hot minute since we have done an episode of this, but we've got a brand new Pokemon running loose right now, and I really wanted to talk about it. We've actually already done a Wi-Fi battle here on the channel, so if you missed that, that'll be down in the description below. Go ahead and watch that after you get done watching this video. And yeah, we'll have another battle featuring Zarude on Wednesday. So if you're excited for awesome Zarude content on the channel, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. We are a small channel, but you know, we're hoping to grow and get better and better, and so yeah, subscribing really helps me out, and clicking that bell as well. And leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of Zarude competitively, either in singles or in doubles. Now, none of these sets here are catered towards doubles because he's not legal in VGC, where he is a mythical Pokemon. But the thing is, like, his kit honestly looks like he's made for doubles, and we'll talk about that briefly at the end. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how they kind of built him for doubles and then just he's not legal. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and talk about him in singles. So the most common set that you're gonna see out there is this one right here, and this is the set that we ran in our recent Wi-Fi battle. It is the Choice Bandit Set. Now at 105 speed, Zarude can outspeed quite a bit of the metagame, honestly. 105 is not a bad speed tier, and so yeah, it's pretty good. And 120 attack is also pretty good. It's not the best in the world. I was hoping it would have more like 130, 135, somewhere in that range, but you know, it is what it is. Then 105 HP, 105 defense, 95 special defense is normally that would be very good, but its typing is just so bad defensively that you still really can't take hits. This is the worst typing, tied with a couple other typings. This is the worst typing in the game defensively out there. But that doesn't mean that this is a bad typing, because offensively it's actually quite good. It allows you to break through bulky waters, which not everything can do. You also carry Darkest Lariat that can help you to check ghosts, and then Close Combat also is a really nice option. Now on this set, you could always switch out Darkest Lariat if you don't like that move. We could go with Rock Slide. This covers flying types, which of course are a big threat to you, as well as bugs, which you are 4 times weak to. So definitely something to consider on the set. We ran Darkest Lariat just because of the prevalence of ghosts, but you could just as easily run Rock Slide, and you could just as easily run a Scarf on this. I do think that Scarf could be viable, allowing you to outspeed things like Dragapult, which are everywhere, and so you would be able to outspeed it and knock it out and take it by surprise, so that's pretty cool. So the next set we're going to look at is a bulk up set. So this thing can start boosting its defense up as well as its attack, which is pretty awesome after one of these. Of course, you're hitting the same power as with a Choice Band, but you are also bulkier. So this is a pretty interesting tech. We've got the same attacks on it as well, and same EV spread. So it does a lot of the same thing, but it can be bulky. We're running lefties on this. You could also run Life Orb, but I would rather have the healing here since we're making ourselves bulkier. Also, Leaf Guard is kind of interesting. So Sunny Day, if Sunny Day is up, you can't be statused, which is kind of interesting. Now, obviously we ran this in Sandstorm for the memes the other day, but you know, in Sun, this may not be the worst thing in the world to run, and we'll talk about that right now. So we've got a Synthesis variant with Life Orb. So this switches out the Close Combat for Drain Punch. So this allows you to have a little bit more longevity since you are going to be taking some hits here and there. And it also gives you the ability to heal. And if you are in Sun, you of course are healing a lot more with Synthesis. The one thing about Synthesis you have to watch out for is that it is weather dependent. So in the Sun, it's great. In other weather, it's not so much. You might as well run Jungle Healing at that point. So yeah, but typically Synthesis is going to be better. You just have to make sure that you have control of the weather. And then of course, control of the weather. We're gonna talk about this set right here. Now this is a set that I think could be interesting on a Sun team. Now obviously this is specific for a Sun team, but growth. This thing does get growth, which is basically a Swords Dance. So it can Swords Dance as long as the sun is up. And then this gives Solar Blade is normally a 2-turn move, and it allows you to go in 1 turn and hit super super hard. It's at base 125 power, which is kind of crazy. I mean, Power Whip is 120, but this allows you to not have to worry about the accuracy difference, which is a thing. So yeah, Solar Blade is 100% accurate, Power Whip is 85. So this allows you to skip that. You also could, instead of running the Life Orb, you could run a Power Herb, which would allow you to do this outside of Sun. Now this could be interesting because you could, over Darkest Lair, you could run something like Acrobatics. So that would be something you could run. So you burn your Power Herb using the Solar Blade and then go into Acrobatics. That's something that you could consider. I think it's not that bad of an option. And then Drain Punch for the longevity is, again, a really good option. So for the final thing, we've got our meme. We always have a meme set, and Bulk Up Synthesis with Power Up and Drain Punch. I think this could be interesting, be able to just get really, really bulky. The problem is that you've just got to be really careful of U-turn, and that's what this really helps you to do. So U-turn is on a ton of things right now, right? So you go in on a mon that really can't touch you and doesn't carry U-turn, which is kind of rare, but if you can find that, you know, you can start setting up bulk ups. This allows you to start living those hits that would normally do a ton of damage to you, and then you can just keep bulking up, and clicking Synthesis as well. You are probably going to be faster than most of your bulky things. Now I'm running max HP, but you could just as easily run some speed on this as well. But I personally like having that extra bulk here and just get to a point where, you know, your opponent just can't do anything to you. So obviously be watching out for Scarfers and that sort of thing, but yeah, I think this set could be viable. So we'll just have to see what happens out there. So anyway, that is going to be all for today's video talking about Zarude. Again, down in the comments below, let me know what you think about Zarude competitively, whether in singles or in doubles. In doubles, it does get a pretty interesting kit. I mean, you know, let's skip over here. Let's see. We've got, you know, Drain Punch. We've got Encore, which is a really nice move. We've got Lash Out, which is not a bad move at all. I mean, it's got Stomping Tantrum, which is okay. Taunt. Let's see. Grassy Terrain, if you wanted to do that manually. Jungle Healing heals your ally. It's basically Life Dew, but it heals status as well. Snarl. So, I mean, it's got a lot of your really standard support stuff as far as doubles go, but obviously it being a mythical, not really going to work out for it. But anyway, let me know what you think about this thing competitively, and of course like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you Wednesday for another battle featuring Zarude. So we'll see you then. Bye bye.